Hi, this is Manny San Martin. I'm a Nioxin top artist, and I've been an educator pretty much my entire career. What I bring to Nioxin and my strengths is men's haircutting especially. Nioxin really works for me personally because it's an education-based company. Our philosophy is clean hair, clean scalp. So to really understand Nioxin, you have to understand it through education. And that's where, I feel like I really fit in. All right, Scott. How are you, man?
I'm doing great.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. It's been a few months.
Yeah. So I've been keeping up with you on Instagram and social media, and I see that you're all over the place. I know you were in Hawaii recently.
Absolutely.
What do you want to do with your hair?
As somebody in the entertainment industry, I want to make sure that it's a little bit more relevant, maybe something that could stand out.
Maybe we can lighten it up and keep going with the same thing that's already occurring naturally, what we call like sun-kissed highlights. What I'd like to do is maybe not take out so much length, but more weight. So some of the interior shorter lengths will actually help give the interior more movement and texture without going much shorter. And then after, just tighten it up maybe with a little bit of clipper over comb, just to taper that edge and give the haircut a little bit more longevity. Well, if that sounds good with you, I'm more than happy to get started.
Yeah, great.
I'm going to go ahead and start this haircut off by taking vertical sections starting from the front hairline, creating a strong flat silhouette. And I'm going to cut that inside my fingers, palm to palm. I'm going to continue that with vertical sections until I reach the center back, which at that point I will stop, cross check, and then repeat the same procedure on the opposite side. On the second side, because on the opposite side I was cutting fingertips up, my thumb was going in the direction I was working. So my fingertips are going to be down at this point. I keep them flat against the head to have balance and symmetry. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to tighten it up by tapering it in the comb with clipper over comb. And I'm actually going to now what we call graduate it, and it's going to meet up with whatever we already layered, creating a flat silhouette with a stronger, tighter edge around the hairline. Starting in the crown area all the way towards the front, I'm going to bring these sections straight up. I'm cutting a very flat line, but I'm going to point cut into it, working square towards the front, and also very lean and flat. As I work forward, I'll begin to overdirect the sections back to preserve more length in the front. So I'm going to use that flatness from below, and I'm going to take that squareness from above, and I'm going to meet up. So my goal for the color application is to recreate what would occur naturally. Typically with highlighting or with brightening men's hair, areas you want to avoid are the sides and the back area of the head. And why? Because that area doesn't receive a lot of sunlight. Usually the top is what's going to brighten up naturally. I'm going to work with two different tones using our powdered lightener and also a medium tone to give us variety and highlights. So something brighter and something softer. So I'm actually going to be very random when it comes to this application, almost bricklaying the color. I'm trying to be very soft and gentle to not disturb the hair, because currently it's falling exactly where it wants to fall. Spacing it out enough so that I can come back with the second tone and coloring in between. Just maintaining a little bit more distance from the scalp area. The most important thing here is to try and keep it as natural as possible. Now I'm reaching a point where the hair is much shorter, so I'm not going to be clipping this out of the way. I'm actually going to just allow it to do what it wants to do. Before we blow dry your hair, I'm going to apply the Nioxin Diamax on your hair. One of the main benefits of Diamax is it'll actually make the hair swell up slightly, and therefore it'll reduce space in between strands, creating a lot less scalp and making your hair look a lot fuller than it really is. I encourage you to blow dry your hair whenever you can to get the most out of your haircut and your style. When you blow dry the hair, especially with the Diamax in it, you get a lot more amplification for each individual time. You get the hair to stand up a little bit stronger and give the hair a lot more mobility. Alright Scott, now that your hair is dry, I'm just going to apply a little bit of this definition cream. What we're going to do with this is we're actually going to just apply it to give the hair a little bit more separation, and the point cutting that we did in the interior will now start to come to life. As you can see, the leaner sides and the squared top makes your face shape look much more masculine, a little bit more flattering for you. And with the color, I'm very happy with the results. It sort of brightened up your face. You actually look a little bit warmer in tone. What do you think?
I love it. It's great.
Good.
Yeah.
What I would recommend for you to maintain your hair or this look at home is to get on a system kit, number 5 for you, which is going to be good for your hair texture, and it'll keep your scalp moisturized and just basically have a really good living environment for your hair to thrive. Another thing I would recommend is the Night Density Rescue. Just apply that at night, because I know you shower often. That can possibly be drying out your scalp at some point, just to add a little bit more extra moisture at night when you're in your resting phase of your body cycle. Maybe something like, the definition cream, that's a very important one. The Diamax, if you plan on maybe possibly blow drying your hair more often than you are now. Probably going to see each other around maybe 5 to 6 weeks, depending on how you enjoy the growing out of your haircut. Other than that, I think we're pretty much ready to go.
Excellent.
Yeah? Cool. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for everything.
Well, thank you. I love it.
All
It
right.
looks amazing.
My pleasure, buddy.